G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Apologies for my voice. I'm a bit sick at the moment actually, but I do have a little bit of a war video for you today. Um, Due to the timing of this season, most alliances aren't really pushing that hard. In fact, for us, we're really like minimum boosting, and we're not planning as hard as we normally do, and we're not you're really using many items. We're just using revives really. But I thought I had some pretty interesting fights this war, so I wanted to show you guys. I really wanted to show you how well Omega Red does for this tactic. But starting off, we've got a couple of Black Cat fights. So Black Cat is actually a tactic attacker. But I used it very poorly on this attempt because basically the idea is you want to intercept the opponents to get the taunt on them, and that's actually what Black Cat does really well. Is as part of a rotation intercepting to transfer the card. But I did not do any of that. I haven't done Black Cat Void much as a matchup before, and if that shows right there because I ate a special two to the face. So I did end up reviving for this matchup, but yeah, I haven't done Black Cat Void really that often. But she is a really good counter, and the main reason is because she's able to just uh, fast track her combo really quickly. So if you're stuck um, at like a combo of like 31 or something, she can easily get to 40. Sort of like Squirrel Girl, like can really boost up her combo pretty quickly by transferring her card. But I started off the fight much better here with an intercept. I do have a combat regen boost on, I think, just because we're not really using many potions. Yeah, starting off with an intercept that puts the card on him, that gives him the taunt, and also punishing his heavy or his special attack also puts the card back on us. And then launching a heavy counter can transfer the card 3 times, which is what that heavy counter did of his heavy. So that's where she really excels, is by being able to punish champions' heavies with her own heavy, so that she can transfer the card 3 times. So it was a much better attempt of this void here. That's really how she's able to do. That's really how you should be using her. Then next up, we have this is probably like one of my favorite matchups in the game. This Black Cat thing. She's just probably, yeah, she is my favorite thing counter at the moment. Omega Red's also alright as well, in its own right, but Black Cat is just such a good thing counter. And it's mainly because of her ability accuracy reduction. She's able to just completely prevent him from getting rock stacks at all at the start with her bleeds, but then once she gets that ability accuracy down far enough, each hit on her combo is, I think, 4% ability accuracy reduction for Science Champs. It's 2% for every other class. But just like that Void Fire, we're able to really easily punish his heavy with our heavy. So we got a couple of heavies back to back in the corner. We do get rooted from the tactic, but things special one's pretty easy to dex when rooted. It's slow enough. So we throw a special 2 with the sabotage that basically gives burst damage when his abilities fail, which is his rock stacks. So whenever his rock stacks fail, he takes like 5,000 burst damage. So yeah, Black Cat's such a good thing counter. Alright, so despite us not really pushing that hard this season, I did actually change my masteries for this for the rest of this war. I did put on suicides for Omega Red. And we also do have Odin on the team because we are taking Path 9 of Hazard Shift, which is Shock Bleed. Now, Omega Red doesn't really need Odin pre-fights for this, but it does make it a lot simpler. But by basically giving us full resistance to shock, and then with Coagulate and Omega Red's abilities, we have 100% resistance to bleed as well. So we've got the Spider Ham here. He is a crushed defender. But really, the reason Omega Red is really good for this war tactic is just because of his speed. Omega Red's always been known for his speed. He's a fast champion. He does his fights very quickly, and he's able to do them without really gaining too many bars of power and without banning too many special attacks. So we don't really have to worry about many unblockable special attacks. He did go unblockable there. And the other thing is the root. If you do get rooted, that really helps Omega Red because you want to maintain close proximity to the defender anyway, because so your spores don't fall off. Yeah. So Omega Red is really a decent attacker for this meta. I found I've actually taken some onslaughts with him as well. I'll show you that at the end of this video. I did take some onslaughts this war. Didn't go very well because he's still a very tricky defender. But I did take him, was it last war on the Polka Dot Power Mini, so I will show you that one at the end of this video. That was a very, very cool fight. Omega Red was really good for that. We have this Quicksilver here. So this one also has Hazard Shift and then one eye open, so we don't want to stun him. I was a bit slow on that heavy counter there, so he did throw a special one into our face.
SWB audio capture
But yeah, just
not
like that Spider-Ham
registered.
fight, we're able to do this really, really quickly. Really without getting too many bars of power. We only have 4 Daunted on us at the moment. And yeah, this fight is over in like 30 seconds. Alright, so we have this Korg here. So this is, I think this is the only non-tactic attacker we had this war, was this Korg. It's a very tricky node though, because it's ebb and flow knockdown and also right back at it. So when you knock them down, they do go debuff immune, which is not good for Omega Red because that does purify the degen. Unfortunately, he very sneakily sidestepped us there, which was not expected. So yeah, he does purify the degen, but he doesn't purify the spores, of course, because they're passive. Um, so that you can do this fight really without knocking him down, but it's very tricky. I prefer just knocking him down just to get the fury for the basic attacks, because it is quicker that way. Yeah, Omega Red's still one of the best core counters in the game. Just because those tentacle attacks, you don't have to worry about any thorns damage at all. And the strikers come in handy there a little bit. We've got the Minister Sinister striker on there that does give us a bleed on us, so it can help us get our spores past 10 if we are at 10 already. But we get special 3 here, so this will power steal and also life steal him a bit. So while he's at 3 bars right now, he will get power drained a little bit. We'll steal some of that power. It's definitely a thing that people forget about Mega Red is that power drain from the special 3. But we do want him to throw a special 2 here. He's being very, very passive. We keep him at 10 spores, obviously, just to keep
audio
that
capture
slow
not
degen ticking.
registered.
Yeah, so that was actually a very important one there. So if you heavy chain into a striker, you can actually apply the degen without knocking him down. So we're able to get a degen on there, which did a decent amount of damage, like 10% maybe. And then obviously that striker has got us up, or the special 2 has gotten us up to 20 spores, and that finished off the fight. So yeah, still one of the best call counters in the game. Alright guys, last fight of this video. So this is from the last war, so and this is on slot. I think it was Ascended, it might not have been though. So he's obviously the best crush defender in the game at the moment because he's so new and he's such a tricky defender. And we obviously can't stun him in this one, but you can't really anyway because of his non-contact attacks. But we're able to really get a lot of spores up now. Now I kept myself at 9 combo for a very deliberate reason because I wanted to use the heavy to push us over 10 because once you go over 10 he gets that crush charge, then when he starts the attack he'll be unblockable, so you want to make sure he starts that unblockable when the degen is still fresh. But just like before, the speed kills, and Omega Red is one of the fastest champions in the game in War. Yeah, that was a little showcase of Omega Red in War. If you guys want to see more Omega Red gameplay in War, I do have tons of Omega Red War videos on the channel. Right from when I first started this channel, he's just a staple
SWB
War
audio
attacker. He
capture
never gets
not
banned. That's
registered.
never going to be an issue for him, because not that he's a bad attacker. It's just there's probably better bans, and not many people have an Ascended Omega Red. Um, so yeah, he's able to just sneak under the radar, and he's able to just destroy these tactics. Even though this is one of the harder tactics we've had, he's able to just nuke it when other champions can't. So yeah, if you want to see more war content from this guy, let me know. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully I'll have some more videos out soon. But yeah, so stay tuned to the channel. Until next time, peace out.